guys, I'm Joseph here with my dad.
All right, buddy. Incoming guy who's not there yet at Georgia. He graduates in May and he's going to come in. Let everybody know who he is and where he's from.
He is Rasean Dinkins. He is a safety out of Warner Robins, Georgia.
All right, so some big safeties that have come out of UGA. So Rasean,
Javon, Keeley. No, he wasn't a safety, sorry.
Nope.
Tyke, and there was one more. What was his name?
Dirty Dan.
Dirty
Dan. Dan the man. This is a pretty cool helmet because we've got Javon Bullard on it, and it talks about it's got some cool inscriptions. It's got defensive MVP for 2022, Natty, the Peach Bowl. It says SEC hits harder on there because
it does.
Hits harder, doesn't it?
Dalen Everett just got the MVP of the SEC championship.
He sure did, didn't he? That's cool.
I wonder if his ring
Georgia
says MVP.
I don't know. It might. They just got their rings today, didn't they? So
Jacob got his too.
Yep, Jacob did get his, didn't he? All right, so you want to talk about Rasean first, or you want to talk a little bit about G-Day first?
Rasean.
Okay, so let's talk about Rasean. He took some time out of his day to come talk with you. Very nice guy. I mean, I think that's going to be good for their locker room. You got a guy that seems humble. You and I were talking before this. You talked about how humble KJ was, and that you liked KJ, and that KJ's kind of floating into that position a little bit right now. I mean,
and that Tyke was doing really good in the NFL.
Yep. What you think about Rasean as far as what you've seen so far? So you got to see a little bit of film. Tell everybody, you know, he showed you some highlights. What was that like?
He showed me his one-hand pick in the end zone.
Yeah, a one-hand pick in the end zone. So
it would be crazy in the national championship.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Well,
I want to be that guy that does that.
You get that would be cool to get to see him put on those Savage pads, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. He seemed to be a guy who is humble and hungry, and those are the things that Kirby's talking about right now. He's looking for guys that are lovers of football, that want to get out there and compete, and Rasean seemed to be that guy, didn't he?
They want to have position battles, leveling up.
Yeah, that's right. And just keep on leveling up. You know, if was it say iron sharpens iron, and Georgia's got a whole lot of guys that are really good going up a bunch of really good other guys, don't they?
It's going to be the harder positions to get.
So that leads into G-Day. I mean, we saw red versus black team. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. So you got to see first off,
we got to see Gunnar Grove versus Ryan Puglisi.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So who were some of your favorite ones that you got to see on the field going against each other?
Ryan versus Gunnar.
Okay. Well, you're a huge Gunnar fan, so you got a little bias there, right? Okay. Well, what about
He should have been the starter the last few years.
Yeah. But I mean, look, London Humphreys had a big day. Your first interview, Bo Walker, he had a huge day, didn't he? He looked great out there.
London's crazy.
Yeah.
He can just do anything.
Yeah. He's kind of like a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep. And then
you got every tool you need.
Yep. And you met Chauncey Bowens before, and he had a big day. What about
I just met Kenny McIntosh.
You did? Yep. What about on the receiving side? Who had a big day on G-Day?
Well, didn't Dylan Bell's brother have a pretty good day? I'm pretty sure he did.
Well, the one I'm thinking that you would probably see that had a big day was Colby.
Yeah, Colby did do it.
I know, and
he was so close to getting that touchdown, but his foot barely stepped out.
Well, he made up for it in the second half. He came around and got that big one on the other side of the field there. You're happy to see him back, huh? Yep. That was a good day. We had a lot of fun.
Colby's a nice guy.
Yep, Colby is a nice guy. And you got to see Jacob, and you got to see Miles, and Terrell was out there having a big day. We like seeing Terrell have a big day, don't we? Yeah, that's pretty sweet seeing Terrell have a big day.
He's not going to on the down.
Well, we did watch him knock somebody down pretty good, didn't we? Yep.
The boy was coming down and he just
So
threw
let
him
me ask
down.
this. Does it mean more to you when you know those guys personally? Do you like seeing that Terrell had a big day? It makes it cool, doesn't it?
But I also like seeing the other guys having a big day.
Yeah, yeah. You got to see a lot of those guys have some good playing time, and
The one guy I wish had a big day was Jacob. I wish he got to play the whole game.
yeah. Well, you're a little biased on Jacob. You'd put Jacob in at every position all the time, wouldn't you? I agree.
him in
Listen,
quarterback.
Jacob
I'll
is
put him in
hey,
kicker.
Jacob is what Coach Smart's talking about right now. You know, with the NIL stuff, he's talking about guys who want to get in there and work for the love of football. And
I don't like that new rule the SEC made about the.
Yeah, I don't either. But it's cool that you get to, you know that Jacob's been working his butt off all these years, and he's been in there, and it's for the love of football, right? Mm-hmm. So that's good. That's what Coach Smart's talking about, and that's
The one play I won't forgive Gunner is on his when
last
he threw it right past Gunner.
Yeah, you're a little salty with Gunner on that play from last year, aren't you? Yeah. Well, I'm sure that if he could go back, he'd get it to Jacob. Yeah. But all right, so we got a cool episode coming up here with Rasean. I say get everybody to post who their favorite safety is. We got a lot of Georgia safeties over the years that have been impressive.
Got a lot of options too.
Yeah. Tell everybody, post your favorite safety in the comments below.
Javon, Tyke,
Dan. Yeah. Shoot, somebody might already say Rasean's their favorite safety right out the gate. What you
They
think?
might have went to high school with him.
There you go. Some of those guys that got hit might already say, hey, let's put Rasean in there, huh? I think so. Well, all right.
Was Rasean playing at G-Day?
No, not yet. He wasn't there yet because he's coming
not
in
at
in May.
Georgia yet.
Yep. He's coming in at May.
So he'll get to play next G-Day probably.
You got it. We'll see him next G-Day. All right. Well, we'll see everybody next time.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
First, I'm going to ask you some questions. Where do you call home?
What do I call home? Place that I'm very comfortable at. I mean, like people I can work with and bond with. That's a place I would call home.
Okay. What is your favorite shoe?
Favorite shoe? I would say Mahara's. My favorite shoe right now. It's out of Mahara's and Jordans.
My favorite's the Yeezy foam runners.
Oh yeah, I had a pair of foam runners. I messed them up playing basketball in them.
Yeah, I got grew mine. Who is your all-time favorite football player?
All time. I would say Herschel Walker is my all-time favorite.
Mine's Jacob Hardy.
You said what?
Jacob Hardy.
Oh yeah.
What position do you play?
I play safety. In my high school, I played safety, running back, and receiver.
That's a lot of things to play. What was the recruiting process like for you?
At the beginning, I was really happy to get my first offer, and as they started rolling, I was getting even happier. But my senior year, it began to get stressful because I had to break it down and decide where I was going. Georgia was one of the late offers that I got, but I was committed to Georgia Tech before that. And that was very stressful, like breaking down the difference in the schools. But I ended up choosing Georgia because, I mean, that's a place that I really like. The coaches are very easy to work with and the players have a very great bond.
What were your top offers?
Top, Florida State, Georgia, and I'd probably say Cincinnati.
What coach made the biggest difference on you coming to UGA?
Coach Deribe and Coach T-Rob. Those were two of the coaches that really tried to recruit me.
Why did you choose UGA?
Like I said, the coaches were very good people to work with and the players have very great bonds. I mean, the culture of football at Georgia is way different than any other school. I mean, it's unmatched.
What are you most looking forward to about being at University of Georgia?
I would say I'm not really looking too far. I mean, I'm gonna come in and compete because, I mean, can't do anything if you're not competing for a spot. Even if you're not competing for the one spot, you gotta compete to be somewhere on the roster.
Can you give me your best bulldog bark?
Best bulldog bark. Hold on.
Thank you for answering my questions today. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.